Rematch, rumors, lies, and the truth. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. Over the past few weeks, there have been a lot of rumors, a lot of lies, and a little bit of truth being told about the Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford rematch. I just want to break down what's being said, the lies, the truth, and the in-between. Give my 999 nickel about what's going on for anybody left.
Some things that have been said about Errol Spence Jr. and what Errol Spence Jr. Is wanting to do next must be debunked. Unfortunately, at this point in time, especially on YouTube, pointing out people just flat out making up stories is almost becoming a full-time job. There are reports out there that I keep getting wind of that Errol Spence Jr. is now just waiting to fight the winner of Tim Tszyu versus Keith Thurman. Despite Errol Spence Jr. saying out of his mouth that he wants to fight with Terence Crawford, despite no statement by anybody directly associated with that fight is not going to take place. The only person that said that when I'm telling you anywhere remotely close to it, that said that the rematch is not going to happen is Dan Rayfield.
Alright, y'all. So Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. Lies, truth, rumors, what's really going on?
Morning, niggas!
Well, number one, I want to give a shout out. I don't give a lot of shout outs on this channel because I don't feel like it's really necessary. To be honest, on YouTube, only the big channels kind of benefit from giving out shout outs, to other channels. And me as a very, very small channel with a very small audience and trying to give a shout out to a big channel don't really make no sense at all. Whether I use a little bit of their content or not really doesn't really make any sense because they're not going to reciprocate it anyway. But in this instance, I will give Fannon International Boxing a shout out because he's the only one who seems to be talking about this dynamic that's going on in the YouTube boxing community, and I gotta salute him for it. The only problem I have with what he's doing is people know where that conversation started at, and I started that conversation basically. But since I got a small audience, nobody gives a F about me starting that conversation.
Now let me tell you something. If you hit a man in time, his wounds will heal. And if you steal from a man, you can replace what you steal. Honorable Elijah Muhammad Ali looks like a butterfly and stings like a bee.
But shout out to you for picking up the ball, and you have a bigger platform so you're able to run with the ball, and people will actually believe what you're saying. They won't believe what I'm saying. But, I'm going to end that part there. So, Fannon put out this video speaking about the lies that are going on within the YouTube boxing community. And I have to totally agree with what this man is saying. I don't agree with everything that he says. I don't really follow his channel like that. I watch a little bit of everybody just to stay up to date with what's going on. But I don't really follow his channel like that. But he gives some really good insight into what's really going on. And people need to understand some things about YouTube. YouTube is a business. You are in business when you start a YouTube channel.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And the only goal of a business should be to turn a profit. So I don't blame a lot of these people for spreading these lies and these rumors and these false truths, just to get the clicks so they can get the dollars so they can reinvest into the channel. I'm not mad at people for doing that, but I think people have to have some type of integrity because he spoke about the fact that, the whole YouTube boxing community came along because people were sick of watching ESPN. They were sick of watching Fox. They were sick of only getting one side of the story, and all these channels popped up and started doing boxing commentary and news because they can give the other side of the story when ESPN's only telling you one side of the story. So I have to agree there that, a lot of these channels, they're necessary but at the same time, you can't be doing what they were doing. You can't be only giving your one side. You can't only be given the false truths because you know people are going to click on it.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
And, you know, every dollar is not a good dollar. You know, every time you make some money doesn't necessarily make it the right way of doing things. And what people are saying about this Errol Spence Terence Crawford rematch over the past few weeks has been completely false. It's been lies. It's all been lies because, like I said, I started this conversation with a few talking points, and I'm glad people are running with them. Number one is the fact that you haven't heard anybody from PBC, from Terence Crawford's side, from Errol Spence's side, from Amazon saying anything about that rematch not happening. It's only coming from third-party sources, YouTube channels, you know, and a few other in-the-business reporters, and they're basically doing it for clicks. And if all we're doing is trying to get clicks, you can't really believe any of this information that's out there unless it's coming from a reliable source. And there are not a lot of reliable sources on YouTube. They're only channels trying to grow their business.
Think of how stupid the average person is, and then realize half of them are stupider than that. You'll be listening to some guy, you say, this guy is fucking stupid.
So at the end of the day, I don't really blame these people for doing what they're doing, but let's keep it real. You know, nobody in the actual know, nobody who's actually seen the contracts, nobody who's in that inner circle has said anything about this rematch not happening. And, you know, these channels, you got to have a little bit of integrity, man. Just a little bit of integrity. It can't be lies 24/7. You know, I said something on a video about a year ago, 2 years ago, I can't really remember, but I do remember making the video, that YouTube is actually the tabloids. You know, the tabloids used to be the most popular form of misinformation in the world back about 10, 15 years ago, but now it's YouTube. YouTube is the new tabloids. If you want to spread some false truths and get a bunch of people to believe it, like the tabloids used to, just put it on YouTube, give it a nice little catchy thumbnail, tell a bunch of lies in there, and millions of people will click it. But as soon as you try to tell somebody the truth on YouTube, these people will chew you apart because they're so caught up in the lie that they can't believe what the truth is. And it's almost pathetic, you know, it's almost like, man, I can't believe people are this robotic, but it's the reality of the world that we living in.
Look, just lock the doors and don't answer the phone and get under the bed. I'm on my way, all right? I'm on my way.
And it's the reality of YouTube and how it works. And, you know, at the end of the day, you can't really blame the channels because YouTube allows people to do this garbage and they don't regulate it. Once again, they are the tabloids. They're in the business of selling commercials. And the only way to sell commercials is to have a bunch of trash content that people actually believe is real and getting them to click on it because they actually think it's real. But at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of bullshit. And it's kind of funny at the end of the day. I like laughing at some of this stuff sometimes, and I like to participate in a little bit of the nonsense. But at the end of the day, it's really all nonsense. And when you got to get on YouTube and get in the comment sections and have to argue lies with people, it then becomes a headache because I am trying to grow this as a, you know, a reliable source of some information that people could turn to get somewhat the truth. You know, my version of the truth. And if all I have to do is lie to people to get them to believe me and keep spreading these lies to try to get a dollar, it's not really worth it to me. You know, I'm not making any money off this at the end of the day anyway, but it's just kind of pathetic, man, at this point. And I wish there was some type of regulation over this, but don't hold your breath. At the end of the day, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence are still negotiating with one another. Is the fight actually going to happen? We won't know until someone from the inner circle actually comes out and tells us whether the negotiations went well or whether they're stalling. But at the end of the day, there is a rematch clause in that contract, so you can't just throw the contract away. Go check out Fannon He did a good video. Salute to you.
It's not a good look. It isn't. Definitely isn't a good look or whatever.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
That's what happened with black folks from the beginning of the time. There was always division.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
Always been separation, you know, from light skin to dark skin. It's just always that way, and it's always this competition thing amongst us.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
You know, it's room for everybody. What I wish everybody do is find another path, you know.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
What happened just now with Cat Williams, I think that is the beginning of what's about to come.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
It's about to be disastrous out here, I promise you.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
Everybody saw what that man did and sat back and was like, yo, he got 50 million, 60 million views.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
Watch what I say.
Let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. The like button for me. Share, subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes or holler at me over there. If you want to collab or feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we are...
Yo, I pull up in a throwback car, gray 7-8 with the top that's hard. I'm finna paint it back, send it on black tires. Fuck a backseat, it got its own backyard. Niggas act hard, try to put a Mac card. Stunt in front of they dame, they playing back far. Cause they got their ass kicked in front of their chick. And the niggas that they was with dip. Ain't that a bitch? Young Keys flow under the weather. Come through something real big under the leather. Lil' mama, get your mind out the gutter. I'm talking about that nine, motherfucker. I grind like a hustler. CDs, tapes, the weed, whatever the case may be. I chase that cheese and never ever face defeat. Now watch how I lace that beat. Here we go. Niggas know what's up. Sick flow, sick beats, finna blow us up. Thick cold, thick freaks, finna blow us up. Hit drone, hit sweets, niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
Niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
I pull up with a throwback dime. She say she's 25, she at least 29. But man, them hips on her, lips on her, finna let it rip on her, flip on her, then dip on her. This is for them classy chicks, them undercover nasty chicks, them trashy chicks, ain't scared to flash me quick. Oh, look at that ass, she thick, I can't let you pass me, miss. Off the chain, Young Keys spitting hot flows off the brain. Holla at me when you're ready to get off the lanes. And on some real shit, I'm the one you deal with, feel me? Run game like Diddy in a marathon. Get shitty, drop 50 on the marijuana. Either give me 4 ducks or pearl swans. Young Keys, S and I Don. Niggas know what's up. Sick flow, sick beats, finna blow us up. Thick codes, thick freaks, finna blow us up. Hit drone, hit sweets, niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
Niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
Take money, money, get money, money is my slogan. I cop what you guys is boasting. My game worldwide like oceans. Getting at these chicks, I leave they brain wide open whenever I'm in motion. I put the pedal to the floor and I'm coasting. Don't be them niggas that'll eye shit up, side shit up. Cause I'm in them brand new J's and I tie shit up. Around here we Kentucky fry shit up. House, car, I keep an ounce in the jar. Next to the drink on top of the bar. It's the S to the R. Who's fucking with us? I turn your stomach to a bucket of guts for really though. Can't mess with no silly hoe. And I don't give a fuck if she looking like a broad off a video. They got to have it, knowing that my money stretched like elastic. But they ain't getting jack shit.
Niggas know what's up. Sick flow, sick beats, finna blow us up. Thick codes, thick freaks, finna blow us up. Hit drone, hit sweets, niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
Niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
Niggas know what's up. Niggas know what's up.